He didn't walk into the concert venue, he was taken to a hospital, and he didn't leave that hospital as a recovering victim. He left it in handcuffs. Todd Snider arrived in Salt Lake City as a touring legend, but within hours, the entire night flipped upside down. Someone who was supposedly assaulted suddenly became the one being arrested. And fans are still trying to figure out how this went from a tour stop to a criminal case. He was supposed to walk on stage. That was the plan. A normal concert night. But hours before showtime, Todd Snider's team suddenly posted something that stopped fans mid-scroll. They claimed he had been severely injured as the victim of a violent assault outside his hotel. No details, no explanation, no suspect, nothing but that single explosive sentence. And instantly, confusion exploded online. People who already had tickets were commenting in real time. What happened? Where was this? Is he okay? There were no answers. Just silence. And that silence made the whole situation feel darker. Because Todd wasn't just canceling due to sickness or exhaustion. He was allegedly attacked in the street, outside his hotel, while currently on tour. Fans were expecting him to walk out under stage lights that night, not end up in a hospital bed. But here's the twist that started raising eyebrows. His own team posted the assault claim publicly, yet law enforcement didn't confirm an assault happened at all. But here's where everything gets even harder to understand. Because while his team publicly claimed he was violently assaulted, South Salt Lake police didn't confirm anything. No statement, no suspect, no report matching what his team posted. That silence created a huge information vacuum. And the moment there's a vacuum online, people start filling it with theories. Fans were trying to piece together timelines themselves. Was this random? Was this targeted? Was it someone at the hotel? People were literally screen-grabbing hotel maps, circling parking zones, debating possible motives, and every thread just led to more questions. Meanwhile, on Reddit and X, rumors were starting to bubble. People claiming this wasn't some small confrontation, that there was more to this than anyone was being told. Nothing confirmed. All speculation. But the lack of clarity fed the chaos. Because if his team said it, why didn't police back it up? And that confusion cracked the door open to the darker side of this entire night. Because while the assault itself wasn't confirmed, the hospital incident absolutely was. He was released from the hospital, but the records tell a different story. Court documents show Todd Snider was treated at Salt Lake City Regional Hospital and then discharged by staff. According to those same documents, he believed he shouldn't have been sent out yet. Police say he argued with hospital workers, yelling and cursing when they told him to leave. Staff members told officers he came back after being told not to return. And in the reports, a staffer says Snider allegedly threatened them, telling them he would kick your yaur. It's the kind of detail that turns a private, medical visit into a public record, and those records are what pushed this night from a confusing claim of assault into an incident with police involvement. And that's where the night officially broke. Because after that confrontation inside the hospital, Todd Snider wasn't treated like a victim anymore. He was booked into the Salt Lake County Jail. Officers arrested him on the spot. The charges listed were not small either: disorderly conduct, criminal trespass, and threatening violence. He was later released, and as of Monday evening, formal charges had not yet been filed. But the arrest alone completely flipped the narrative that was circulating online just hours earlier. Fans had gone from worrying about an assault victim to reading a jail intake document with his name on it. And for his career, this might be the most devastating part of the whole timeline. Because this wasn't some year-old leftover tour. This was the High, Lonesome, and Then Some tour. Brand new, just launched, only on its second stop. Salt Lake City was supposed to be the early momentum. Instead, the venue went dark. His next scheduled dates, Phoenix, West Hollywood, San Francisco, are now paused indefinitely. His team is saying he cannot perform for an undetermined amount of time because of his injuries. And now the fan base is split. Some believe he was genuinely attacked, then spiraled under stress when the hospital discharged him. Others are posting that maybe this wasn't just a random violent moment at all. Maybe this was the beginning of something unraveling internally. Nobody knows for sure. It's all speculation. But everyone can agree on this. One night changed an entire tour. He landed in town to perform. He was supposed to walk on stage, sing, shake hands, and then roll to the next city. Instead, he walked straight into a night that ended with pain, confusion, and jail paperwork. That's how fast live touring can flip. One moment you're preparing a set list, and the next you're trying to convince a nurse you're not ready to leave the hospital. No artist plans for a touring night like this. No fan expects to refresh their feed and see their favorite songwriter go from alleged victim to the one in handcuffs. And maybe that's the real question here. Is this the heartbreaking story of a musician who was genuinely attacked and mentally spiraled under the pressure? Or is this a tragic misunderstanding spinning out in real time? Because right now the public doesn't have answers, just two extremes. And the truth, somewhere between both sides, hasn't been confirmed yet.